Okay, here we go. So we're going to start with our lay-in, and lay-in on laid paper. That's pretty cute. So just grab a tone. And what you have is my window open with the sound of the great outdoors, the wilderness. We have a plane in the distance, and we have the sound of a gardener, and that's wild, man. I live in a town where everybody has gardeners and nobody does anything for themselves. Okay, so I'm going to pull this way. This is my lay-in. Lay-in means laying in your drawing, and really, so I'm moving across the center spread here. God, all these sexual terms. Jeez, you can go to jail for this. Laying in the paper, laid paper, center spread. Man, if you had a dirty mind, you'd be in big trouble. Glad I don't have a dirty mind. Style of teaching. I discovered very early on that art school can be very dry. And so one day I just, when I started teaching, I thought, well, let's just start with a formula. And what I did was, basically what you do is you take everything that you teach and just go law of opposites on it. And they just make it, just take something dirty. Where does it come from? It comes from movies, like Young Frankenstein, anything like that. Um, Blazing Saddles, anything that's silly, and just apply it. Beetlejuice, movies like that, and I just steal from them and put them in my lectures. So, other than that, I don't know, I'm pretty boring. I just paint and draw. All right, so this paper seems to be taking the water. Okay, I asked Arthur if it had a rag contrast. This is Frankfurt paper. I've never used it before. Typically, Arthur uses Arches, which is the best paper that exists. I'm going to be flipping back and forth through my outdoors here, and generally, so I have my photos, and I really don't go out that much. I'm not a big fan of the sunshine. It makes you sick, I mean, it's what I know you're supposed to have it because every time I go to the doctor, they say you need vitamin D, so whatever that is. Okay, so I'm going to go with an S-shaped composition. So this is going this way. So I'm going to bring my blue this way. Boom, 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 boom. See that? So it goes like this. So the paper seems to be okay. We'll find out. So it goes like that, like that, like that, like that. You can get off with pretty much using cheap supplies most of the time, but when it comes to watercolor, you need to have the best. This little paint box I'm using right here is probably worth over $100. I got it for free as a gift from an art supply store. This brush is probably $70. I have $700 brushes. I own an art supply store, so I'm pretty lucky in that area. Okay, so I have an S shape here, and then I'm going to put in some green. But remember, when you guys are working, paint with tinted grays, and that's where a lot of people don't get it. You don't want to paint out of the tube. I'm going to turn on my other light here. I love my studio. I live in my studio. You don't want to paint out of the tube. So if you notice, I'm mixing. See if you guys can see this. Yeah. I'm mixing my colors, and it's mostly gray. Find a key color. Usually my key colors are green. For the very technical reason is I like it. Okay, so we like this. I want to put some greens, some trees here. So that's kind of off over the hill a little bit, and I'm just grabbing it from the iPad, from Dave's images. Dave is my mentor and my bestest friend in the world, and probably the closest thing I have to family that's not my biological, that's not, made by my wife and I. We talk every day. He's the one who got me into education. He was in charge of artist development at Warner Brothers, where I worked. And my first day on the job, there was a note on my desk that said, "See Dave Master." And I found him in his office. There was this guy with like a toy store looking office, and he says, "Sheldon?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "You don't know me, but I know you, and we're going to put together the best training program a studio's ever seen. And until production starts, I cleared it with the producers, and you're mine." And I said, "Okay." And we have been friends ever since, and we're looking at years and years and years. And again, we talk every day, and he is probably one of the most amazing human beings I've ever met. All right, let's see. So we look at that. It's working. Okay, Arthur, it works. So this is wet, and we go wet, satin, dry. And in the wet, you can see when we touch the paper, the water, the paint moves. See that? Okay, so this is good paper. So I'm going to have Arthur give me a whole bunch of it, because everything you do, you paint like crazy. There you go. Yeah, this is sweet. Oh, nice. Okay, so this is the Layin. So we have this S shape here, we have a horizontal, and the verticals will be with the little posts coming this way. Put some stuff in the foreground here. Now remember, when you're painting, it's not always what you put in, but what you don't put in. So we want to get this Layin finished, and then we'll take a break on this video and move on to the next. So we have this in the foreground, and this will come this way. Carry the eye. So the eye is going to go like this. If it gets to here, we want to push you back. Say, no, 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 you're coming back, because the center of interest will be here. So no, 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 we're not going to let you go further than this. So I'm going to put a straight line there compositionally, and then I'll throw you back. So if you're coming this way and you happen to go here, I'm going to push you back. And then we read from left to right, unless you're Jewish, and then you read the other way. Okay, here we go this way. But if you're Jewish, then you still read from left to right, because, you know, you still read the other way. Okay, here we go. So now this is going to take us this way and pull us across the street, stopping with a negative shape here, and then I'm going to put posts going like that. All right, that is called a Layin, and this is how I start the painting, because this tells me the story. And now we're going to take a little break, because I don't want these videos to become too outrageously big, and this one I'm going to take to a finish, okay? All right, so stop.